Hello guys, so I've done a second video, or rather I'm about to do a second video, which is exciting for me and no one else, but it's exciting for me. So it's not going to be about anything film related, it's going to be about Robot Wars, or more specifically my childhood Robot Wars mania, you know. I thought I've got out from my parents' house my old Robot Wars toys, some which I bought, some which I made, some which I just made better. And also this beautiful thing here, look at that. To you, just a piece of crappy looking wood, but to me, the Robot Wars arena complete with the pit. Yeah, look at that, all beautifully constructed with no more nails. Forgive me, I was only a little kid. So yeah, I'm just going to look through these, talk about Robot Wars. Yeah, that's about it really. So here we got a big box. I haven't really looked through these. I had a little quick look with the lid off when I got this box, but let's have a little look. So start right at the top. Dead metal, love it. Had a little thing, goes forward a bit like that. There we go. My favourite house robot. Good traction still on it. Okay, yeah, there's just toys in here as well. Maybe I'll just chuck them one side. Right, Roadblock, winner of Series 1, a beautifully made cardboard model. Sits nice and flush on the floor there, sort of. There we go, that goes over there. Razor. Oh. Some of the toy ones, like I say, I sort of like changed and stuff because I didn't like them. They looked a bit toy-like. This one, just the rubber's just come away just 'cause I used it too much. Put that one over there. T-Bone, don't know why I made this, wasn't one of my favourite robots. Looked easy to make, I expect. Yeah, bit of cardboard, bit of foil. Robot. This is an American toy, it's got a little friction motor in it. Not sure what it's called. Hypnodisc, everyone loves Hypnodisc. A lot of mine have got little scratches. I had a silver pen that made a really good, it looked like chipped metal sort of thing, so I did that with a lot of them. But yeah, Hypnodisc. This was the first one I made. I had one of those furry pencil cases which are very cool in the 90s. Paperclip folded up on an old, this was like a promotion cup thing, I'm not sure what it was. Anyway, wedge them all together and you've got your own little Diator robot. Beautiful stuff. Mr. Psycho, was never a really big fan. It's sort of, that was when Robot Wars was getting a bit crap, let's be honest. But I got it anyway. I bought the crappy magazines as well, and they were bad. But you know, I was a big Robot Wars nut, so I couldn't not buy them. This is Shunt. He had the little flicky axe, and it used to have a sort of pullback thing where it sort of bounced back and forward. But I was like, that's crap. I want this. This was attached to the bottom, and I cut it off and put it on a little. The other one's a bit of a wobble, but there we go. So I didn't like the fact that you couldn't lift this little scoop up. So yeah, I altered that. Just drawn a face on that one, as you might do as a kid. Pussycat, I think I drew the silver bits on there because the toy didn't have them. Other than that, that's pretty much the same. Shunt seems to have lost his lance. There it is. Yeah, that had another friction motor. Pretty good accuracy. The size seems to vary a lot on these, because here you see Dead Metal's about the same size as the Kid-A-Lot, which isn't true. That annoyed me as a kid. I liked scale. This one's not based on anything, but I just made my own little one, sort of a Firestorm kind of type design, but that was good fun to make. I used to like, you know, find a shiny bit of card and that was magic. Had to make it into a robot. Refbot, nothing else to say about that. Another one I made myself, not quite as good as the other one. Little flippy, springy flipper there. These were more things just to be chucked around by for better toys, basically. Chaos 2, obviously. Flipper still works. I think the first one I had, it broke, and I was very upset. Far too tragically upset, more than I should be. Tornado, I didn't have the, there's a pullback one, I didn't have that. I've got instead a cassette box sawn in two with a flywheel from a friction motor, some Scalextric tyres, and these are, the spikes are axles from a model railway train basically, cut in half and then glued on the side. But it did the job. Looks pretty good. And I put some, I think this one of the series they had like a little spike thing. It had some little gas tanks, so they're made out of blue tack. Really great. Yeah, that one you can tell how well. Sorry, that one's loved. Look at the way the tyres are worn there, shiny on the bottom. Much played with. Matilda, I haven't done anything to that. It's an alright toy. Stinger, for some reason, is just massive. Look at the size of it. It had some like ripcord thing. Kind of worked okay. I liked Stinger in the series. Not at the time, obviously. As a kid, I hated it. It didn't look like a proper robot. But you know, watching back, I can appreciate it. This is Storm Chaser and Snowstorm, which were like little techno games ones that played football, I think, from my memory. But again, they were good fun just to flip around. Really big cheese, gotta love. I seem to have scratched up the thing to make it look more battle hardened or whatever. I put a giant thing in this, so this might break my thumb, but oh god, there we go. Yeah, I put a bigger spring because it was not authentic enough, that big spring. Terminator from, it's one of the early thingies. No. Well, it's an alright toy anyway. It's quite a pile building up over there. Growler, which I always thought meant something else, but shows what I know. That I never really watched it much in the series, but it looked pretty cool. Don't know if it did much because I don't really remember much of Series 7. Panic Attack, it's an alright toy. Put some scratches on the end to make it look battle hardened, whatever. This one was Dan Tomkier, but then I covered it in white Tipex for some reason, and then because I thought the paint chipping effect I think looked cool. But this had like, there's a little crane attached to a Micro Machines aircraft carrier, and it made a very good flipping motion, so I put that in there. And then yeah, that was a good fun robot. Sergeant Bash, this one's quite different from the one that you buy. It had a face on the front. That annoyed me as a kid. Don't want things with faces on them. It's not a stupid toy. It's meant to be a model. And it was too thick, so I sort of thinned it out and got rid of the face. Didn't like that. And the flamethrower was like this little thing that shot darts. Again, I was a stickler for authenticity, even as a little kid. So I made a little flamethrower out of various little, the end of a pen there. You got just a bit of wire to look like the spark plug, and I've just made the things out of cardboard. And it rotates and it can pivot as well, up and down, which is a lot more like the one in the show. So that was better. Firestorm, yeah, I liked Firestorm in the series. Underrated, well, not underrated, just never quite one of the things, despite being really damn good. That might be all of the compared to Underrated here. I briefly tried to make a Millian bug, but and there's the remains of one half of it. Yeah, I think that's all. I could do a review of all these, but I'll be honest, I never ever used them. It was just robots going around and being pushed in the pit, because why not? Yeah, so that's a little delve into my childhood. Adorable, right? I just wanted to say a little thank you to Lowly Vlogs for subscribing. I have 2 subscribers now. I'm excited, and I'll be shortly checking out your channel. Thanks for that.